That will be a lot of fun.
Right now because I can't hear you.
Oh, you guys can't hear us still, hey?
No.
Oh, okay. Do you want to do a charades? Well, why don't we break it out? Let's do some charades here for a second and see kind of what goes on.
Pick something.
So let's do some
bicycling.
animals.
Bicycling.
Let's do bicycles. Okay, so why don't you start?
One word.
Yeah, one word. There we go. So comment below if you can see what he's doing there.
They can't hear you.
Let's see what's going on.
Yay, we got sound.
You guys got sound. Nice. This is perfect.
Praise the Lord.
That's great. Thanks for bearing with us, guys.
All right, we're jumping right to the birthday celebration.
Yeah, so we'll just kind of recap a little bit of the last bit, as some of you guys weren't hearing, unfortunately. But yeah, we were just welcoming you guys from last. This is our first Friday Hangout. Super excited to have you guys here with us. We got special guest Josh with us. We're going to be singing Happy Birthday for all of you guys who have a happy birthday.
Good
So mention
guess,
down
Noah.
below if it's your birthday. And we just want to shout out to Everett, who's in our Coventry group, and then Kent, who's one of our leaders for youth. And so Josh and I, are you ready?
Yep.
All
let's do
right.
it.
3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday just for you. All right. Sweet. Thank you. All right.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for bearing with us. We're going live, so all the technical difficulties will happen every now and then. We understand that. So thank you so much for being patient and waiting for that fantastic rendition of Happy Birthday from Jono and Josh. I'm pretty stoked about that. Welcome. So sorry that you didn't get to hear our welcome before. We're excited that you're here. We've seen so many of you guys jumping on. We've got Grayson and
Nice.
Noah.
Welcome.
We also have Daria. I saw
Yeah.
Damien, Emma. I'm assuming Zoe's with you, Emma. So we've got lots of people joining us. So welcome. We're so excited. If you haven't tuned into one of our live streams yet this week, this is our new temporary youth hangout space, which is super awesome. This isn't going to be forever, but this is what we've got for right now, and we're loving it. And I don't know if you saw while the guys were kind of charading before, we do have a fantastic social distancing stick named Darcy, just to prove to you guys that we are social distancing 6 feet away at all times, which is fabulous. All right, so we're gonna put Darcy back over here. We are gonna get into some pretty fun stuff this afternoon. Would you guys like to see the fun stuff that we have hidden underneath here? If you do,
Oh boy.
why don't you put a fire emoji in the comments? That is another hint as to what we're gonna be doing this afternoon. I'm gonna actually be asking another guest to come and join us this afternoon, and that is gonna be Austin. So if you guys can give him a nice big round of applause, he is coming in. So I'm gonna shift off to the other side, and Austin's gonna join us.
All right. You ready for this, Austin?
I am.
You've been training us for this moment?
So we had an awesome fix to the sound, but right now we had some really cool photos we were going to bring up. So we'll see if we can get those in time. If not, just bear with us while we get those going. But either way, we got the rest of it that we can do right off the bat. So I'm excited.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you guys can see me at all. All right, can you hear me at all?
Anybody can hear Becky.
I
You
got
guys can
some-
put up a
Throw up
A
some
thumb up.
dads in the chat. That's my old nickname back when I used to lead a group.
That's awesome.
I
That's
was
so
youth,
good.
youth dad, so.
Good stuff. Yeah, so we're just wondering if you guys can put up a thumbs up if you can hear Becky, just so we know that she's
Hi.
in the chat there. And then we'll get this party started and see kind of where we're going.
Oh yeah, she's
I know
up
that's
there.
a little bit awesome. That's great.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, we got some overlays coming on there too, so that's
Perfect.
cool.
Are we
We'll
good?
explain what that is later, guys. So yeah, we should be good to go.
Definitely.
All right.
Let's do this.
All right, we're good to go.
I think we're good to go.
Awesome! Okay, so if you guys haven't gotten by now, we are going to be doing a Hot Ones challenge with two of our youth pastors. We have Jono and Austin, and if they can please now reveal the hot sauces that are on their table. Be
Yes.
very gentle with those
Here we go.
blankets there. We don't want to knock anything over. We have some fantastic hot sauces for you guys today. So if you are not familiar with the show Hot Ones that is on YouTube, we'll let you know kind of how this works. So what's going to happen is I've got some fantastic questions for our friends here. And
Oh boy.
every time we ask them a question, they are going to take a chicken nugget and dunk it in the hot sauce. Not just kind of a little dip. They're going to dunk it in the hot sauce and eat it and then answer the question. Now the idea is that as we go, the hot sauces will get increasingly hotter. So today we have one of the hottest hot sauces. I'm going to get Jono to kind of intro that hot sauce to us. And Austin, if you could hold it up, it's the one on your far left there.
So yeah, we've got a special
The bottom.
sauce at the bottom, on the left
you're
side
talking the
there.
bottom.
Yeah, right there. That's the one. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to the mother of all hot sauces. This guy is pretty hot. It's not in the millions yet. We're thinking in the future to bring in some of those nuclear sauces or something like that. We'll see what happens. But this is the mother of all hot sauce on a Scoville, which kind of is your measurement for how hot things are. It's on the 120,000 scale mark. And so that's like at the bottom end of the million there, right? So
Yeah.
it's if you guys want to try this one, it's hot. Some of you will be like, oh, it's not hot enough. It's a start to torture. So if you want to do it yourself, please by all means maybe post a comment for a video of you eating it on Instagram or something. But it's a hot one. So here we go,
Yeah,
guys.
so it's pretty hot. So just
Yeah.
for reference, we're gonna start off with one that's pretty tame. It's Tabasco sauce. It's only got 2,500 on this Scoville scale, so it's pretty big difference.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that these things get really hot and that our friends sweat here a little bit. Now, before we dive into questions, if you have any questions that you have that are burning for our pastors, we want you to ask them in the comments. Lydia is going to be moderating for us and collecting some of your questions so that we can ask them at the very end, which is going to be super awesome. So without further ado, gentlemen, pick up your first nuggets.
Yes.
All right,
And
here we
we're
go.
going to be dipping it in the Tabasco sauce.
All right, here we go.
All right, yeah, get it all covered in the sauce there, guys. Nice.
It's nice and
So I'm not too worried about the first ones, but the thing is it's just gonna be a marathon, you know?
Yeah,
This isn't the
oh
race,
yeah.
this is the
All
marathon.
right, here
Oh
we
yeah,
go.
it's going to compound.
All right.
a
Okay, are we
little bit.
good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. So, gentlemen, your first question is, what is the weirdest job that you've ever had?
So I used to work at a non-for-profit in a homeless shelter. We did all sorts of stuff there, and things got weird. People acted weird, and there's definitely been a lot of jobs I never thought I'd be doing in that role. So that was an interesting one.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, that's a great
You doing
great
okay,
start. Love
Austin?
it.
Yeah, I just my throat's already feeling it, so
Oh, goodness.
it's a good start.
All right, so what is the weirdest job that you've ever had, Austin?
Yeah, I ended up taking a job with my brother-in-law for a little bit. We were selling driveway coverings. So you would go door to door and ask people in really rich homes if they wanted us to redo the coating on their driveways, because they all had really fancy driveways with like the custom stone finishes. So
Okay.
that was really interesting. I had no idea about anything about it. I was just asking people if they wanted it, and that was about it.
Were you a pretty good salesman?
Yeah, I just hate sales though. So
That's fair. That's fair.
I feel
I don't
dishonest
blame
no
you.
matter how good my product is.
Awesome. All right. So we're going to move on to hot sauce number 2, and that
right.
is Frank's Red Hot there. In
All
your
right.
second cup, gentlemen. Yeah, get it all coated with that
There we
nice,
go.
delicious hot
Love it.
sauce.
That's
And when
dripping.
you are finished eating your entire nugget, please tell us what your 2 biggest pet peeves are.
My biggest pet peeves would be this tastes less hot in my opinion, but
Okay, fair
It probably is a little bit. Yeah.
both are to do with driving. I'd say I hate when people don't get out of the way of ambulances. That really bothers me.
enough. Fair enough.
Maybe if you have one while I'm trying to think of my second one.
Yeah, I really hate. I don't know, like some people just don't like take care of their cars, and so there's like that really nasty muffle sound when they're driving by, thinking it's
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool, and it's ear splitting. That ticks me off a little bit. Like
Oh,
you're
yeah.
not trying to impress anyone. Just try to, if you can't afford for it, that's one thing. But if you're doing it because you think it sounds really cool, unless you have a really nice engine under there, it's just not fun. Yeah.
Maybe people who make fun of or jeer at cops. I think I really respect cops for what they do, and it's hard to be upset with them because I know they're just, most of them at least, are just doing their job. So
Yep. No,
maybe
that's
that bugs me a little bit.
I have one more. Is I hate it when people chew really loud.
Oh,
that
yeah,
drives
that
me
one's a
up
bad
the
one.
wall.
Oh, that's all I'm gonna do now
So-
for the rest
Oh,
of this.
no,
See if
he's
I can
gonna
get
try to
it.
throw me off my
Yes.
game here.
See if you guys can hear me
Oh,
from
that's
the
the
mic.
worst one. Okay.
boy.
I also do not like that. That is a big pet peeve of mine. Mouth sounds in general. Just
Ugh.
bleh. All right, as Jen hiccups in
ready?
the background. That was perfect. All right, gentlemen, let's move on to hot sauce number 3. This one, I believe, is another Frank's Red Hot, but the buffalo wing
right, here we go.
version. Fabulous. Again, coat your nugget with as much hot sauce as you can.
All right, here we go.
Can you describe to us some of the flavoring, how you guys are feeling?
Tastes like a buffalo.
Really? Awesome. You have a reference for that?
It's got a
I've
little
had
bit.
buffalo before, actually.
Wonderful.
Bison. Bison burger.
Bison, there you go. All right, question number 3. What is the song that you would choose to sing at a karaoke night? And can you demonstrate for us?
So I would love to sing the song. I Want It That Way.
I want
Tell me
that.
why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing. I forgot the lyrics, but yeah.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
Mistake, that's it. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say. 'Cause
I can't do the harmony, but I love that harmony on that part.
away. And then they do, yeah.
amazing.
Anyways, I love that
Oh,
song.
thanks, John. Austin, what would your karaoke song be?
I really like Vultures by John Mayer. One time I was singing it in the car with Beck, my fiance, and she's an incredible singer, and she complimented me on how I sing it.
Oh.
So ever since then, that's like,
like your
just because
song.
she complimented me on it once. That's what happens when you compliment people you care for.
That's awesome.
But no, I don't want to sing it at all in public.
Really?
There's no way that's happening.
Austin,
That's why
you
I sang with John. I sang with John.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
we'll give you a
very
pass this
self-conscious.
one time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, next hot sauce, gentlemen.
Sriracha.
Sriracha.
Yes.
This one I'm like surprisingly nervous for because it's thick and it like coats your
Oh,
throat.
yeah.
Entire system, yeah.
And it lasts so long. So I feel like I'm pretty nervous for this one. I'll be honest.
Oh, it's
I'm
going to
loving
be a
it.
good one.
So good.
Oh.
All right.
Got a bit of garlic in there.
All right, question number 4. This is a yay or nay question and kind of 2 parts. Would you be down to have your pizza delivered to you by a drone?
No way.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Why not?
Good. Someone could shoot it out of the air and take my pizza. That's my $20 gone.
So you don't want it delivered by a drone because you're worried somebody's going to shoot it out of the air?
Yeah. Very real thing. People steal stuff all the time. It's like you see drones going, they're like, oh sweet, free groceries. Oh sweet. Look, an Amazon package. Perfect. I'm taking
Yeah.
that.
I feel like that's the least of my concern when I'm ordering pizza, though.
Also gets cold because it's up there in the high temperature and it's flying
I'm
around.
sure. Yeah, but I'm
That's fair.
sure
That's
that
fair.
if they can find a way to do it right, I'm totally okay with it.
All
In
right.
fact, it sounds great to me.
I think that's a terrible idea.
So we got one nay from Jono and a yay from Austin. Second part to this question, would you ever drive in quotation marks, a self-driving car?
No way. Absolutely not. I am not putting my life at the beck and call of a machine. Your iPhone glitches, people can't get sent texts. Like, could you imagine me being taken to Ottawa in a car? Like, that's a dumb idea, I think. Like, driven. Like,
So two
Self-driving.
nays from
Isn't your
Jono.
car already kind of self-driving?
I'm in control of that car.
So-
the only thing I could, this is advice for you, Austin. The only thing that you could ever control in your life is your car. Everything else is not up to you, but your car, you
Your
absolutely.
car.
I'm just saying.
Okay,
I'm just
so
saying.
I'll put it this way: if there's a lot of other things in my life that I trust in that are technological, so I feel like I could probably do the same for a car.
Okay, all right, interesting. All right, let's move on to
All right.
hot sauce number 5, gentlemen. Which one is this one? Is this the Cholula?
Cholula. It's
Cholula.
It's a red sauce. I love it.
Cooking with this is really great.
It's great. Yeah.
That sriracha was not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No, it's a little bit of residual like burn, but it's not bad.
It's
at
not
all.
as bad as it
All
thought.
right, so we know for next time, we're going to get some hotter hot sauces for you guys
No, it's
then.
good, but
If you guys have any recommendations of which hot sauces we should try at our next episode, drop them in the comments. We definitely want to try that out. All right, for this next part of the segment, we're taking a leaf out of the Hot Ones book and doing Explain the Gram. So we have done a deep dive into the Instagram life of Jono and the history of Austin, who does not have an Instagram account, and we pulled up some fun photos, and we would love for you guys to explain them to us because
Sure.
they don't have a lot of context. So Jono, we found this fantastic photo of Vikings, I'm assuming, that are standing all in the line. We got chainmail and armor and all this kind of stuff, and your caption was, "My chaps." So can you please explain the gram?
So, my father, right? He was a part of the Highland Games, piper, played bagpipes and all that stuff, and so we would go to the Highland Games every year. And this one year, I'm walking around. We're watching the caber toss and all that cool stuff. We're watching sword dancing and all that stuff. And I turn my head, and there is this squad of Vikings that just start marching through the town or the market area, and I was like, "That is awesome!" So I ran over and I had to take a quick peek. And they are wearing like legitimate Viking full-on like armor and axes, and they made their own chail armor. I was talking to the guy. They were reenactors.
Did they pillage though?
Yes, absolutely. They had a whole camp
They
there.
pillaged?
They absolutely did. They had a
Wow.
fire pit. They had cheeses, and like they legitimately lived there for that festival as Vikings. And
That's
I was
insane.
very, very impressed.
Wow,
So
they look kind of cool.
I took the picture and I said, "Hey, these are my chaps. If ever I get raided, I got people to back me up." So I'm super
So
excited.
the
about it.
question then is, Jono, would you become one of them?
I would not, because if you look in the history of Vikings, they're very, very intense, and they actually enslaved a lot of Christians in the past. So I would not be a Viking.
Let's not
Yeah,
go
probably not
So
even a
yeah, I
Okay.
think they're cool warriors, but other than that, definitely wouldn't be.
Yeah, no Viking label for John.
let's avoid that.
Austin, we have
Yeah.
another fun photo from you as well
Yeah.
that debuted yesterday on our Instagram account from Until Tomorrow.
Yes.
So this is a really
Yes.
interesting photo with you wearing a bunch of questionable pieces of clothing
You
with
could
a
call
friend.
them my chaps.
Your chaps, yes. Yes, so can you explain this,
So
Graham?
the one thing I'm nervous about is I didn't actually ask my friends in the picture here. I won't say his name just in case. I didn't actually ask him if I could post this. So he's a pretty great guy though, so I'm pretty sure we'll be okay. But
Fair enough.
what happened here is we were going to youth group. This is when I was in high school. I think I was in grade 10 or 11. And we had a challenge where we went to Value Village and we had to buy about $10 worth of clothes and you had to wear it to the service. But you weren't allowed to shop in certain categories of Value Village. So we all bought this stuff. I had a sweet Ice Age headband there. Might be able to see it. And some leopard prints. Pretty great.
So good.
And that picture is right in front of West Campus there. So
That's
we actually
amazing.
went into our youth service wearing that. It was pretty bad. I feel bad.
That's amazing. Love
So
it.
good.
Thank you guys for sharing. Can you grab your next nugget, Jonathan?
All right.
This is nugget number 6.
This is where the heat starts going.
Yeah,
Is
this
it?
is going to be.
This
is
is
this
Nando's. So it's
Oh, yeah.
it's a green. It's a medium.
I like this one.
but it's good. But when you soak it, it starts to hit you, and then we're gonna get into the intense Valentinos.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then-
Nice.
boy. So get it nice and coated there. Gotta get a bit more.
Oh,
here.
looking good, Austin.
Yeah,
Nice. Are
yeah.
either of you guys sweating yet?
No.
Not at
No.
all.
So-
I'm very disappointed.
My reaction when I do get sweating is my neck. The back of my neck will set profusely if we get to that heat. So I'll let
Sweet.
you know.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know. All right, your 6th question, gentlemen, is what is your favorite book or story in the Bible, and why?
That's an awesome question. I really love the book of Ephesians. I just love Paul's message to the church back in the day, and just talking about the realities of the spiritual world that we live in. And I think sometimes we can think that Christianity is just kind of that dude we believe in that's an imaginary or kind of a being we can't see. But I love how Paul really just makes it real about the realities of what the heavenlies are around us. And yeah, that's my favorite book.
Nice.
I like the Gospel of John because it's super descriptive and it's really different from the other 3. There's actually kind of a deep dive you can go into about how it differs from the other 3 Gospels, which is pretty cool. I also like the story earlier on where it talks about David's mighty men. When I was young, I really liked that story because it felt like it was these grand stories of battles that his really powerful warriors had. So
Very cool.
that's a good one to jump to.
Yep.
Sweet. Cool. Well, thanks for sharing that
Yeah.
one. Can you grab your next nugget?
All right.
Nice. Which one is next? Is this Valentina?
This is the Black Valentines. We're starting to get to the
Ooh,
high end
yes.
of stuff here.
This one's
Ooh, I
good.
really like the smell of this.
It's really good. Yeah.
I'm covering this one.
Oh,
We're gonna
please
smoke
do.
it right out.
Please
Let's see
do.
how
From
nice.
here on out, you should cover your nuggets
This
as
is
much as possible.
this is risk taking right here.
Oh, that's great.
Whoa.
Nice. All right, gentlemen, what is the best piece of advice you've ever been given? And don't worry, guys, we're going to be getting to your audience questions really soon.
Totally.
In 2 more questions.
Just
we'll get
starting to
yours.
burn a little in the throat there because it takes a little bit of a delayed reaction.
To be honest, still the first one was the worst for me because it was the
Tabasco.
one we went from 0 to something.
Oh, yeah.
This one's yummy.
Hopefully it compounds from here on out.
It will. These last 3 will kill us.
All right. So what is the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
The best piece of advice I got was after a breakup that I had, my brother-in-law sat me down and he was just talking about how I own up to my own shortcomings and not to have self-pity. And I think just hearing about how my actions were showing self-pity and kind of bemoaning my own situation instead of taking control of it was a really good talk I needed to have. That was really good advice.
That's cool.
Thank you, Travis. Shout out to my brother, Travis Martin.
It's always great when we have siblings who are willing to come and walk with us through hard things, hey? That's
Definitely.
awesome. Hey, Jono, what about for you? What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
You know, I've had a lot of good stuff passed out through the years, but when that sticks with me,
That's yummy.
that's good, eh? You can start feeling it.
It's burning a little, hey?
Yeah, so one of the ones that sticks with me is something my mom or my dad said to me once, and it's, Jonathan, if there's ever hard struggle times in your life, all you can do is you can just worship God because He is the only one that is constant amongst everything else. It always shifts and changes. And so He told me, hey, like you just worship. If you don't feel like it, you just worship because He is there. And so I love that. It's just something that keeps me grounded.
Oh, that's so good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, that's great. Thank you, guys. I'm sure we'll take those things to heart. Next nugget, gentlemen.
All right,
Okay.
we're kicking it up here. This is where it's coming.
This is
Yucateco.
El Yucateco
Yeah,
Red.
it's red. So coat this nice and good.
Yeah.
I think the label on this one says you get the most habanero, which is
Yep.
pretty great, too.
I hate the flavor of habanero hot sauce.
Oh,
I
no.
really just don't. And the thing I don't like about habanero too is it lasts a really long time.
Here it comes,
Oh,
man.
we'll see.
Here it comes.
Oh, and it
All right,
smells
get
gross, too.
ready. All right, question number 8. So you guys have all heard the question of if you were stranded on a deserted island, what 3 items would you take with you? And most of the time, those things are survival items. But if you guys remember way back when Survivor started, from my understanding, what would happen is the people were given luxury items to bring with them. They were told to bring a bag with some luxury items. But right before they got to the island, they tossed those luxury items off the boat into the water, so they didn't have them at all, which was kind of crazy. Well, this is not Survivor from the kind of origin of that TV show.
You're feeling it now.
We're going to say that you guys have 3 non-essential items that you can bring with you to a desert island. What would those 3 things be?
So 3 non-essential items that I would bring for sure. I think I would just definitely bring paint.
Paint?
Just paint.
Just paint. Paint
Okay.
and some canvas. I guess that would be my second item because I like to just paint, and it'd be days and days of doing nothing, and I just draw or paint
Sweet.
or whatever. So that's one. Was that 2?
So
Is that
careful
canvas?
Yeah,
not
you
to
need a
touch
third
my
one.
eyes.
The
So
third, don't
paint
touch your
canvas.
eyes. Do not touch your eyes.
Yeah.
Do not touch your eyes. That's not good.
That was 2.
That's just, yeah.
Yeah.
And then another one I would have, guitar, just to entertain myself out there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can you play?
Like 5 chords.
That's
Not like
sweet.
Moses, that I definitely can't. But,
We're in the desert, eh?
yeah.
Yeah.
How's that burning?
Or
How's that
it's a-
feeling?
it's
It's
deserted
good.
island.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I love that habanero.
I would bring a shovel. I think, does that count as non-essential? I think if you can dig
Yeah.
down into the sand, maybe you can get cooler.
Oh, nice.
Like if you're really hot in the
Sweet.
desert. Are we talking desert or deserted island?
Deserted island.
Oh, okay. Maybe not shovel. Let's go with umbrella,
Okay.
pillow,
A pillow. Nice. That's a good one.
and paper. Oh, then I don't have a pencil. That's fine. I'll figure it out. Just paper.
Yeah, you could find
Lots
a
of
charcoal
paper.
or something
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that.
I can
Nice,
figure
nice.
out the rest
You
of
can
it.
do like
Pa-
smudging.
Paper's
and-
pretty versatile. So.
Nice. That'd be awesome. Sweet. So great non-essential items there.
All right.
All right. Next nugget.
Ready for this
So,
one, Austin?
for reference, I would say from the last 2 out of 10, we went from like 1 to 3 for the first bit, and
Yeah.
the last one went from like a 3 to a 6 or a 7.
Yeah.
Like it's easily
Nice.
double the
Step
last one.
up. Now this one is really interesting. It just says it's a black label.
Yeah, so if you
Yeah.
hold the one up on your end there, Austin,
to
it's the
show
second
it.
one aside.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
literally
called-
just like black
It's
goo.
literally black.
It's kind of,
Well,
it does
very
not look
close.
appetizing at all.
It's like tar.
but you're gonna eat it.
Here we go.
So this is gonna kill you because
So does this one
it's,
have an arrow?
This is double the red stuff we just ate.
Oh.
This stuff,
Nice.
if you want to ever buy it at home, I'm telling you guys, I'm half Mexican. I love hot sauce, but I'm telling you guys, this is hot.
Like it's not even.
Here we go.
That's not a right color that you should be eating.
Oh man, here we go. Jono, I think your face is getting a little red there, bud.
Totally.
Yeah,
It's like
same with
smoky.
Austin. Awesome. Okay, number 9. Who is the most famous person that you've ever met?
How you doing?
He's struggling a little bit
The
over
last
here,
one's
hey?
worse.
Wait till you get to the
Wait, yeah.
last one.
It's gonna hit hard.
All right,
Sorry.
who's the most famous person that you've ever met?
I'm sweating. It's a natural reaction to the acids that my body's breaking down. But yeah, famous person I met, Joe Rogan at a UFC thing. Dana White was there. It was a really cool experience to get to see these UFC fighter guys. And Joe Rogan was for those of you who weren't born in the era, was a host of Fear Factor, and he does a bunch of other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was one of the famous dudes I met randomly at this event. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, there! I just felt it. A whole
Yeah.
bunch of it just kicked in right there.
Oh no.
I feel super lame because I don't feel like I've met anyone, and I'm not one of those people that goes to the events to meet people. So I've never done
That's fair.
that really.
That's fair.
So I decided to choose. I was thinking about this ahead of time because I got this one ahead of time. And I was thinking. I think his name's Jason from Alpha, from Youth Alpha. I
Jason
don't know
Ballard.
if we have the picture. If we have the picture, we'll throw it up. If not, that's okay. But Jason Ballard, I was able to meet him years back when we ran Alpha the first time with youth. And I jumped in on a photo of my friend and his son meeting him. And I photobombed them. They didn't know it at the time.
Oh,
but
man.
we'll see if that photo's there. If not, that's okay. But yeah, I met Jason Ballard in person years back, and that was a great
Sweet.
opportunity. So
Yeah,
Pretty
he's
cool.
a pretty cool guy. He actually stopped by Center Street a little while back, which was awesome. You got to meet him again, which was sweet.
Yeah,
you
just
didn't get to
recently here.
recreate the photo, but maybe next time. All right, gentlemen, we have come to the last nugget,
All right.
to the mother of all hot sauces. This one's definitely hot. I tried it earlier, and it kind of stuck with me for at least 20 minutes. Like, oh man.
This is gonna
It's
definitely
good.
put us in the hospital.
So I'm
possibly.
like tipping the cup, and it was in the corner of the cup, and it's taking time to get
Yep.
down to the
Oh,
bottom.
it's
of the
nice and
cup.
thick. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
And this one is going to be 2 questions from our audience.
Okay.
Lydia has been giving
Here we go.
me a couple of questions here.
Oh.
All right. So, Jono, this one's specifically
thick.
for you, which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you a sec.
Give it a minute. It's gonna kick in like quadruple that.
All right, Jono. What is the best or worst dad fail you've experienced so far?
That's a good one.
That's a great question.
Oh, let me just compose myself as my body's trying to kill me.
Remember,
right now.
don't touch your face.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that's why I got the napkins here. Oh,
You'll
I'm telling you
notice
guys
that-
at home, you wanna hurt yourself? Go for that one.
Oh yeah. So you'll notice at this point the gentlemen
Oh, yeah.
have refused to actually have milk around to help them with this.
Not
They're
touching
braving it all the way to the end, which is pretty insane.
Not touching
oh, I
it.
can feel it. That one.
Yep. It's gonna be with us for the next 15 minutes at least.
All right. So Jono.
Dad fail.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, I almost dropped my baby the other day.
Oh
I
no.
felt terrible. I was able to catch him. Cool dad skills that happen when you have a baby. But he just likes to do this thing where I'm holding him and he likes to kick out. And so he tried to basically kick himself out of my hands, and that was a very scary experience. Yeah, man.
Whenever you cough, it's like you get another wave of it.
Yep.
But then
Oh.
it makes you cough, so
Yep.
then you get another wave of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
man.
pretty. It's a pretty intense.
Yeah, I'm getting the neck sweats for sure. I just saw
The
that
neck
now. Totally, that's why I keep rubbing my neck, guys. Or if
Okay.
I'm swabbing my forehead too, that's how you know.
Yeah.
That should be a new hashtag. Hashtag neck sweats.
Gross. Yeah.
Gross. Okay.
That's pretty violent. Pretty violent.
So we have another audience question here. What was your worst travel experience?
Oh man.
I think I know yours.
Worst travel experience.
The missions trip
Which one?
when you had when you
In
guys had
Mexico?
Norwalk.
I actually wasn't on that trip.
Oh, thank
I
goodness.
actually wasn't on that trip. That was a terrible experience for many people.
Oh,
I
it's
actually
so
was on that
hot.
trip. Yeah. Worst travel experience. You know, I can't recall, to be honest with you. I've been a couple of places over the U.S. I've been to Mexico and I've been to El Salvador.
Is that one a John one only or for
Yeah,
both of us?
Both of you,
I
both
honestly
of you.
can't think of any bad experiences traveling.
I went on a vacation with my family once, and then my sister was newly married and had their first kid, and their parents, like my sister's parent in-laws came as well, which I didn't really know that well. And it wasn't bad. It was just I felt really out of place because everyone had somebody else, and I was super just alone on that trip.
Aww.
And I also got sick on that trip, so
Oh,
it was really just boring and felt like a waste.
I can breathe really, really clearly right now. The burning has moved into my sinus to the point of back in here, and
I can't imagine if you chewed a piece of gum right now,
Ooh.
how much that would like hurt the
To like
contrast.
breathe in.
100%.
Oh, that'd be awful.
It's good stuff though.
Yeah, toss it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're trying this
Well,
out.
now that Boston's doing it, I gotta do it now.
Okay,
Oh no.
see if this actually
Jono,
kicks
maybe
it.
not. We need you to keep talking later.
Oh, don't worry, I've got this. I'll be
Here we
fine.
go.
I got this.
All right.
Accelerate
Here
your
we
breath.
go.
Here we go.
Just an
All right, here,
shameless
just
plug.
throw it at me here, and I'll catch it.
Oh,
Thank you.
there you go. Social distancing for the win.
Yeah.
Oh no, that feels really nice. Oh, I feel like I'm cheating now.
Oh,
I like that.
Spit it out.
I just ate a piece of tinfoil. Right, I took out the Excel. I'm not cheating. I'm going in it for it, so that's
Nice.
okay.
In it to win it. Awesome.
I'm holding in there, guys. I'm holding in there.
All right.
I
so
feel it at the back of my throat right now. I love it. So good. Burns.
Okay, so
All
we
right.
have one more audience question, and this one was just given to me from our audience in house, from Josh, and he wants to know, John, if you have any tips if you touch your eyes after having some sort of contact.
Absolutely,
with
man.
hot things.
All of you are going to think I'm insane, but you Mexicans totally get this. So my mom once told me, I was eating some chipotle sauce at home, and some of it sprayed in my eye, and it burnt me so bad, and I was freaking out.
Oh
My
my
mom's
gosh.
like, it was bad. My mom was like, grab my hair, rub it in your eye, and it'll absolutely take it away. And I'm like, are you serious?
way.
She's like, yes. So I did it, 100% cured. So
Rub
this
her
is a
hair.
Mexican tip for those of you. If you ever have a serious problem in your eye and you
All
touched
right.
your eye, it's burning, use someone's hair. Ask permission first, right?
Very
Also, in this
important.
era of social distancing, you're probably going to have to bear through it, unfortunately.
So, hope your
but
hair
once
is
we
long
get through
enough.
this, people's hair works like a charm. I'm not even lying
All
to you.
right.
You can look it up. I'm not even
All right. Do we have any other questions from the audience here? I think we're good. Well, thank you guys
Thanks
so
so
much
much.
for enduring
All right.
this wonderful Hot Ones
Thanks for
challenge.
doing
this, Austin.
Just so you guys know, we are hoping to do more of these in the future, so please definitely recommend some hot sauces to us that we should have our team try. And we'll definitely try rotating our members as well, so that you can ask lots of different people lots of different questions. So soon we're going to be having Moses come up here to help out with Jono, who's going to be doing a devotional for us. We've been kind of doing some fun stuff, but we thought it would be really great to have a time for us to also come together as a family and worship a little bit. So if you've been following our Instagram story and our posts, you'll see that we had a verse up there from Philippians that Jono is going to read to us and give some thoughts as well, and then we're going to have a time of worship. We're so excited that we get to worship with you guys, so we'll kind of just transition. I'll throw it over to Jono.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna bear with it. It's still burning in the back. It's great, love it. But yeah, I just want to encourage you guys. So this last 2 weeks, right, a lot of stuff's been changing around our world and current events, and I've been really digging the book of Philippians. I've been really just reading through it, just loving everything Paul's got in there. And just a quick background on Philippians. You know, Paul was in jail. He had to deal with the possibility, no, actually no, he had to deal with the fact that he was going to lose his life for the gospel in many cases when he was in prison. I'm not sure if Philippians for sure was the time when he was at his end of his life. I know he wrote to Timothy, that was for sure the end of his life, but I can just see Paul in jail, right? He doesn't know what's going on. He's just thankful that he's okay at that point and that he's joyful. But the book of Philippians, 16 times the book of the word joy is mentioned, which is so good. And I'm going to just jump into verse 3 here. So we're in chapter 1, verse 3, and I just want you guys to listen to this powerful stuff. I thank my God every time I remember you. In all my prayers for all of you, I always pray with joy because of your partnership in the gospel from the first day until now. Being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. Guys, I just take such peace and joy in this verse. looking at Paul's sure confidence, right, towards the Philippians in their time. And I know I have confidence. I have confidence that God is working, that God is indeed working in my midst and working in our midst. And although we can't see him, he absolutely wants to draw near to us. And, it's basically like Paul kind of saying, you know what, just take a breath. It's okay. We're going to get through this. The Lord is on our side. The Lord is on the move. And it's in times like these, right, that we just have to ask God, I don't feel like I see you working, but help me surrender my life to see you work in the circumstances around me. And I truly want to just say that and encourage you guys in that. It's powerful stuff in this book. And so, yeah, let's just remind ourselves we have confidence in God. We have confidence in knowing that he is going to get us through stuff, that he is the sure foundation that will keep us going. So let's sing some songs. Let's worship him in confidence. And yeah, I'm excited for how God's going to be moving in our midst.
Cool. Thanks, Jono. As I was reading my devotions this morning, Psalm 40 was up there on my devotions this morning, and it kind of ties into what Jono talked about just now. And let me read the first 5 verses for you here. Psalm 40 verses 1 to 5 says this: I waited patiently for the Lord. He inclined to me and heard my cry. He drew me up from the pit of destruction, out of the miry bog, and set my feet upon a rock, making my steps secure. He put a new song in my mouth, a song of praise to our God. Many will see and fear and put their trust in the Lord. Blessed is the man who makes the Lord his trust, who does not turn to the proud, to those who go astray after a lie. You have multiplied, O Lord my God, your wondrous deeds and your thoughts toward us. None can compare with you. I will proclaim and tell of them, yet they are more than can be told. So as we enter into a time of worship, I just thought this is a really appropriate psalm to read, just because we're in a season of waiting. We're in physical distancing, and we're just in some of us, most of us, are sitting around at home, and it can be kind of boring. But as we talked about in our groups for the senior highs this past week, just remembering that that noticing God can happen even when things are like this. Even through crisis, God is still working, and as we learn to put our trust in him, we know that he is a firm foundation, and that and we know that there's going to be a sweet story that we can tell of what he's done in our lives after this. So the first song we're going to be singing is called We Will Not Be Shaken. The lyrics are going to be up between us right here, and hope you can read them. If not, it's called We Will Not Be Shaken.
We will
the hour. For in the hour of the darkest day, we will not tremble, we won't be afraid. Hope is rising like the light of dawn. The God is for us, He has overcome. For we trust in our God. Yes, we do. And through His unfailing love, we will not be shaken. We will not be shaken. We will not be shaken. For we trust in our God. And through His unfailing love, we will not be shaken. We will not be shaken. We will not be shaken. Oh, let's sing this bridge together. And all those against Him will fall, for our God is stronger. He can do all things. Yes, you can, Lord. No higher than we can call. Jesus is greater. We can do all things. All those against Him will fall. Our God is stronger. He can do all things. No higher than we can call. Jesus is greater. We can do all things. For we trust in our God. And through His unfailing love, we will not be shaken. We will not be shaken. We will not be shaken. For we trust in our God. And through His unfailing love, we will not be shaken. We will not be shaken. We will not be shaken. Well, wherever you are, just lift up and praise to God today. At your kitchen table, in your bedroom, or on your sofa. God, we praise your name because you are mighty. Those who put their trust in you will not be shaken, Jesus.
Jesus, we trust you.
Father of kindness, you have poured out grace. You brought me out of darkness, you have filled me with peace. broken every curse. Blessed Redeemer, you have set this captive free. Lord, I can't help but sing. It's faithful you are.
Yes, you are.
Faithful forever you will be. Faithful you are.
Yeah.
All your promises are yes and amen. Let's sing. All your promises are yes and amen. 'Cause faithful you are. Faithful forever you will be. Faithful you are. All your promises are yes and amen. All your promises are yes and amen.
Yeah. Oh, yes and amen.
You are faithful,
All your
Lord.
promises.
We
Oh,
praise
yes
your
and
name. I
amen.
will rest.
This next bridge, guys, I will rest in your promises. My confidence is in your faithfulness, Jesus. I want you guys to sing that out, to remind yourselves that we can rest in the fact that Jesus is trustworthy, that he has us, that he won't let us fall, that he is our protector and he is our provider. So why don't we sing this out together? I will rest.
I will rest in your promises. My confidence is your faithfulness. I will rest in your promises. My confidence is your faithfulness. I will rest in your promises. My confidence is your faithfulness. I will rest in your promises. My confidence is your faithfulness. Faithful you are. Faithful forever you will be. Faithful you are. All your promises are yes and amen. All your promises are yes and amen. Let's sing. Faithful you are faithful. Faithful forever you will be.
Yes, you will.
Faithful you are. All your promises are yes and amen. All your promises are yes and amen. All your promises are yes and amen. All your promises are yes and amen.
Yes, amen.
You're faithful.
All your promises, Jesus, every single one.
You never fail.
valley. Let your love rise above every fear, like the sun shaping shadow. In my weakness, your glory appears. I'm not enough unless you come. Will you meet me here again? Oh Jesus, 'cause all I want is all you are. Will you meet me here again? Come on, let's sing it again. Not enough unless you come. Will you meet me here again? 'Cause all I want is all you are. Will you meet me here again? Oh, meet me here again, Jesus. Oh, will you meet me here again? Oh, yeah. Come on, sing it out. We were never forsaken. Neither was I forsaken. The Lord is in this place. The Lord is in this place. Come, Holy Spirit, dry bones awaken. The Lord is in this place. The Lord is in this place. Our love for a minute was not forsaken. The Lord is in this place. The Lord is in this place. Oh, come, Holy Spirit, dry bones awaken. The Lord is in this place. The Lord is in this Come on, sing out your own song. You are never far away. Jesus, you are close. Jesus, you are close. You are never far away, Jesus. Oh, you are never far away. Oh, Jesus, we thank you for being in this room right now, in every single one of these rooms where we are currently and where everyone else is in their bedroom, in their living room, wherever they are. Jesus, we thank you that you are right there, you are present, and you are close. You are a God that is never ever far away. And when we ask you to be with us, we're asking you to help us recognize your presence, because you are always here, you are never far. We thank you, Jesus, that you are here. We thank you. Why don't we sing that chorus again one more time? I'm not enough unless you come. Will you meet me here again? Show us you're here, Jesus. 'Cause all I want is all you are. Will you meet us here again? Oh yeah. I'm not enough unless you come. Will you meet us here again? Oh, 'cause all we want is all you are. Will you meet us here again? Jesus, we take this moment now to acknowledge that you are here and that you are good. We thank you that you allow us to stay connected through this time of being separated and isolated in our homes. We thank you for the blessing of technology that lets us do this. Even if there are technical difficulties at times, Jesus, we still thank you that you've given us a means that we are able to pull together as a family. We want to dedicate this time to you as we always do, Jesus. Even the time where we've just spent laughing and having fun, Jesus, you've asked us to pull together as a community, and we are doing as you've asked. So we dedicate this to you as an offering of worship, that we can come together and worship you just by being a family together. And we thank you for that, Jesus. We thank you for that. And Jesus, right now, we also pray for all of the stuff that's going on in the world. We know that there's a lot of negativity and fear and all of this kind of stuff that people are dealing with around the world, and it's scary stuff and it is real. But Jesus, we thank you that you give us peace because you are our firm foundation. We cannot be shaken in you. We cannot be shaken in you. We know, Jesus, you are in control, that you are provider, you are healer, that you can support us in all of the craziness that's happening right now. And overall, Jesus, you are Prince of Peace. No matter what happens, Jesus, you fill us and wash over us with peace. So God, we ask right now that you would fill us, that you would wash over every one of us right now with a fresh filling of peace. You are the King, you are the Prince of Peace, Jesus, and we acknowledge that right now, Jesus. We acknowledge that right now, Jesus. We thank you for who you are, for how you bless us with your presence and with your peace. Jesus, would you show us how to share the peace that you give us with those around us, those who are scared, those who don't know you, Jesus. Give us the boldness and the confidence to be able to talk to people about you, to share that peace that passes all understanding that we have. Thank you, Jesus, for who you are. We love you for who you are, Jesus. And again, we want to commit this time to you in your name. In your name, Jesus. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us for a Friday afternoon hangout. Yeah, we hope that this time of worship has blessed you and encouraged you. We want to let you guys know that if you do want to chat with somebody or if you need prayer, you are more than welcome to send us a note in the chat. We have the commands as always. We have !prayer, so no space, all lowercase, !prayer, or !talk or chat. Those would also help. They'll give you a way to connect with us and chat with us if you're needing some support at this point. If you need some encouragement, we'd love to help you out with that. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Thanks for sticking with us through all of the technical difficulties that we had today. We're going to work real hard to make sure that doesn't happen again, but we're so thankful that you were able to spend the afternoon with us. If you guys have any suggestions for us for hot sauces in the future, you have some requests for worship, we would totally love to see that. Throw it in the comments section. And just to kind of sign off from everyone who's here, we want to say that we love you. We want to encourage you in the best way that we can. So if you need it, let us know, and we're going to be contacting you guys as soon as possible. Thank you guys for coming and joining us this afternoon, and we will see you in the live chats on Sunday evening at the 6 p.m. service.
See ya.